Hey everyone, we're back with another LEGO review. You can see it is the Jedi Bob Starfighter. It is obviously a Star Wars set. It's an 8+ set, 75388. And it has 305 pieces. It was released today when I'm filming this and uploading it, August 1st, 2024. I know a lot of people are able to get them early in the stores. I was not able to find any at my local couple Walmarts and couple Targets that I checked, but that's okay. I got it at the store today. They unfortunately were out of the Dark Millennium Falcon. They sold their last one less than 20 minutes before I walked in, they said. So, anyways, let's take a look at it. This is, you know what, let's take a look at the box. I'm going to back it off here because it's new box art. There's a new miniseries coming out on Disney Plus called Rebuild the Galaxy, and this is one of the sets that goes along with that. So they have this new pattern here, and I think it looks fine. I mean, you know, it's fine. Cool. Obviously, our big three characters are Jedi Bob, Akbar Trooper, and Servo, SRVO, the Gonk droid. Let's take a look at the back real quick. It is very nice art, in my opinion. I mean, it's fine. I guess, you know, some sets are better than others, but, you know, it's fine, especially the back. And here it is. Here she is. So, just so you know, the set was $39.99 or $40, making the price per piece count not so great, but I don't really go by price per piece. I go by quality of the set, and you really, I think weight would be a better factor, you know, than price per piece. But as a general rule, this is not a great price per piece, but it's a really good set in my opinion. So let's take a look at it. Start with the minifigs. First off, we have our Gonk droid here, and he looks solid. Honestly, not much to say about him. He's got his feet down there, a little askew right now. That's okay. He's got that light on the front, the pad on the front, and the little antenna thing on top. I don't know if that's meant to be an antenna. Looks solid. Nothing wrong with him. He is a Gonk droid, Servo. Now, there is no place for him in the ship, unfortunately. I really wish there was, but there is not. All right, next one is the Akbar, or, the Akbar Trooper. Admiral Akbar has been apparently made into a clone trooper. Very interesting. The show is not out as of right now, so we don't know what the whole idea is behind this guy. I'm not going to army build him. I don't even know if I should add him to my clone army. I guess I should. Next time I do a clone army update, I guess he'll be in it. So he's got your standard clone armor, and he looks fine. Nothing new there. But instead of having a clone trooper head with a clone trooper helmet, he has a Mon Calamari head. That's it. Nothing else to really say about him. Hello. He has a blaster as well. The main star of the show. Now, for those of you that don't know, Jedi Bob is not a real Jedi in canon. He was in a set. I can't remember the exact year. You guys can say the year down below if you know it. But he was in a Republic gunship set. And we had hoped to get him when the UCS gunship came out. I think that would have been a much better choice than Mace Windu and the clone that it came with. But this is a remake of, kind of a remake, but an update of him. So we kind of have a very similar, I don't have the original one to show you, but we have kind of a similar face there. He does have a second face, and I'll show you in just a second. The lightsaber there looks nice. His torso is a bit worn compared to the last one. I took off the hood piece just to give you a look there. And they kind of just made it look worn and old. He has a beard, and there's his second face, a much more stern look. And they did a promotional arts or, piece that had that stern look. There's the back, nothing on it. A little bit of scratches, it looks like. The pants, the legs are just brown, as is the hood. The cape is just a soft cape. It's very nice. Goes very well into the ship, and I'll show you that in a moment. Solid figure. Very happy with it. Stayed pretty true to the original. Let's look at the fighter itself. Jedi Bob might be the star of the show, but I think the fighter, it really really pulls its weight. So really solid fighter here, very swooshable. You can, fly it around your house, and you really don't have to worry too much about breaking it. It does have these spring-loaded shooters. I'll shoot one, I'll fire one, there we go. And there's another one on the other side. I'm just gonna leave that over here. I'm gonna do the other one just because I know I'll do it by accident in a minute if I don't do it now. Let's just start off at the bow, the front. We have 2 engines, or intakes at least for the engines. Get these ice skate pieces straight. So there we go. Kind of nice. One thing I'm noticing is this wing here sits a little lower than this one. I'll have to look and make sure all my pieces are nicely in there. It should be okay. You're kind of getting a good look at the underbelly here. It's not really sitting the way it should, I feel. But I'll look at that later. Either way, it should be sitting pretty flat there. Some nice things that they did here is they used, I don't even know what kind of pieces these are, but they have like a rail on them, and they used them to kind of fill in that gap, and it worked really well. There's a little bit of gappage right here, and same thing on the other side, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. I think they did a really nice job. I guess they could have gone back one more, maybe. Maybe not. Well, they probably could have pulled it off if they wanted to. But the color scheme, love it. We have the red and dark gray and the white. I love the color scheme. I'm not a big fan of red, but I think it pops on this. Very little light or dark gray. I said light gray. I meant dark gray. Very little bit of it, but it's nice. It works very well with the colors here. And yeah, we got a lot of Star Wars ships that are dark gray or light gray, so it's nice to get a little bit of a break. So back to the engines here. There's the thrust part. So there's 5 engines on this ship. There is also some landing gear. This is forward landing gear. I have something popping off here. You would do that and fold it down. And then to take it out, you got to get in there and just pull it out. I'm going to leave it down so that if I put the ship down, it'll balance. Put this back in. That didn't pop out on me before. Maybe we'll do. That feels very loose. We'll talk about that in a second. So, couple things is this feels very strong to me. I don't really worry about this breaking easily, which is awesome. They do include 2 little hooks here. I'm going to show you that I used one for his lightsaber, and I used the other one for the extra shooter, the extra laser. It's right there, and it does work. It's just, you kind of got to get it in there and clip it in, and it works just fine. It's not pressing on anything else. So I like it when they include extra clips, especially for these things, but for the lightsabers too. So keep going. We can see these are the spring-loaded shooters. We have the rear landing gear. They're not really, just to provide a little support. If you actually rest right on that. Just was looking at it. So keep going back. We see some Technic here. I think this would look really good kind of sloped off. It's sloped and tiled off. I think we could do that. I think I might do that, actually. I kind of want to complete the bottom of the ship. I don't know. I might try that sometime. And then we have the 3 other engines coming up here. Talk about these. This popped out when I was just moving it around. It's very loose. It's held in by that Technic pin there, and it just goes in like this, and it doesn't go any farther than that. Same thing on the other side. This one feels better, actually, but it's still a little loose, I'd say. So maybe that's something. What fell off? Aha. So where did that fall off of? Here I am talking about how well built the ship is, and I have stuff falling off. I think I know where it came from. I lied. I don't know where it came from. Well, we're learning together. Very interesting. 1, 2. I just built this in the last hour. Don't worry, everybody. I will edit all of this out. Where did this go? Where did it go? Very interesting. No. Oh, I know where it went. 1. Yep, right there. Right in there. So, I think I pressed down on this like that. That's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to fix, but I can take off this wing. pretty easily, and I guess this is a good time to show you guys. There's just a couple Technic axles holding it in. Now we got it there we go. Probably could have just taken that off, actually. But right there. This goes back on. Make sure I got it on the right spot. I do. I'm gonna pull this back out. So yeah, that was different. That popped off pretty easily. I am being a little rough with it right now. Trying to manage working my hands around the camera, so maybe that was it. And no, I'm not gonna edit it out because that's real life, guys and gals. I'm not gonna edit that out. So where was I? Yeah, just talked about the cannons. They're a little loose there. They don't flip around like on the A-Wing, which I'm totally okay with. Otherwise, they are pretty strong, I feel. We do have sticker pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I did not. I think there were 7. Yeah, one more up here, 7. I did well on all of them, I feel, except for this front one. I'm a little disappointed in myself because I'm pretty good at stickers. I love this black, trans black piece right here. If you remember from one of my other videos, I have a Republic gunship 501st Shadow 501st, and it was from Republic Bricks. I know, and it was supposed to come with like trans blue windshields, and it came with trans yellow instead. I ended up switching out to some trans clear that I had lying around in our parts stash, and they look great. I'm gonna see if I can get 2 of these. I don't know if this is a new color. I looked online and I could not find trans black on Bricklink. I don't know. I look from sellers that only take American currency, so maybe that's why. But I'm going to definitely get 2 of these. I think they'll look great on that. I'm going to try it out later, actually. Maybe make a little short on it. I don't know. I only have 1 right now, but that's okay. Anyways, I do love that bubble canopy. We'll go inside the cockpit in just a second. This comes together, this tail fin here. And before we go into the canopy, I'm going to show you, he has a storage compartment here. You just pop this off. It's held on by just these 2 studs here, like this. Pops off. And this is where he keeps his blue milk, which is not printed nor stickered, and I wish it was. And then his banana, which I'm guessing that it's just part of the show and we don't know yet. When I started building this, I thought, oh, maybe this is a place for the Gonk droid, and, you know, it's not. It would never even be close. It would have to be a lot deeper, and maybe they could have done something, but, you know, they didn't. So that's that. And, yeah, there's not much else to show except for the cockpit. I will show you the rear end. There it is. Looks good. Three engines. Here's the cockpit. Nothing too crazy. There is some gaps there. I don't love those gaps, but I'm not too worried about it. There is a control pad, which is nice. There's a little headrest here, giving you a good look in there. A good look in there. Not too much to show, I guess. So, Jedi Bob, nice soft cape. All you have to do, all I did at least, there's 2 studs to hold them in there, and they go on the front here. They aren't going to go in the back, and that's important because you don't want this getting caught. I put it in like this. And you can see a little bit of his cape right there. That's kind of realistic. That might happen in real life. You might have to finagle it under there. There you go. He's in. Fix the headrest. And that's it. There's nothing else to show. That is Jedi Bob's Starfighter. New set for 2024 in August. Overall, I give this like a 9.5. Jedi Bob's near perfect in my opinion. You know, maybe they could have... You know, some people say maybe there's different figures they could have included, but they wanted to go along with that show that's coming out, the Rebuild the Galaxy miniseries on Disney+. So, you know, they're marketing it this way, and I think that's fine. It's fun to have a Mon Calamari trooper, or actually specifically an Admiral Akbar trooper. I guess he's not an admiral; he's just a trooper. So, you know, we'll take it. I can't wait for the show. I don't think it's gonna be like my favorite show ever, but I am excited to see it, to see where we're getting all this from. My Lego store did say that the Dark Millennium Falcon will be back in stock tomorrow and said to call when they open to reserve one, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to pick it up, and then I'll get another one of these. They said they have a ton of them at my Lego store. I already have 2 of these, one built and one in my build pile or my save pile, and it looks like I have another one. And since I'm going to buy the Falcon tomorrow anyways, it looks like I'll get another one. I'll buy the Falcon and then a couple other things. Maybe build more of these guys. They have a ton of these guys to build out of their minifigure bin. And so yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I love this fighter. Very happy with it. You know, is it perfect? Some people, or is everybody going to be super happy about it? No, but who cares? I like it. If you like it, I think it's a great set to have. Maybe a little expensive. I will say I think it should have been a $30 set. Might do a little short review or short video where I compare it to like Anakin's Jedi Starfighter and Obi-Wan's. So watch out for that one. Thanks, everybody. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like this fighter or not. Are you going to wait until it goes on sale? I could have. I was thinking about it. If I had bought the Falcon today, I probably would have. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.